Hey folks, Troy Dooley, MLM Help Desk. Hope you guys are having a rocking day. My foot's still broke, and now I'm going to the dentist for a root canal, but we've got to get some videos out, and this one I think is one of the most important. Over the last week, the network marketing industry has really taken some hits by mainstream media. First was an article over at the Wall Street Journal Market Watch that actually made some great points, and I'm going to address that in a separate editorial, but I felt pretty confident about the way it was brought across because Amy Robinson, the chief marketing officer over at the DSA, had talked with the actual reporter that wrote this article. I want to pull it up here real quick and talk about it just for a second because she titled it 10 Things Direct Sales Marketers Won't Say. Kelly Grant was the reporter that put this together, and she brings up some great points on stuff that we as distributors don't talk about that we need to, and I thought it was really good, and we're going to use it as a training piece down the road. But what was more disturbing than that was the fact that when I received an email last night from a CEO of a network marketing company, he said, "Troy, I want you to see some of the stuff that was written. I want you to help us get the word out." I was appalled at what Fortune magazine and the New York Times had written. Because what they tried to do was discredit network marketing. And they did it in a way where they don't even go and talk to the real critics. They talk to people that really don't know their head from a hole in the ground about this. I would have rather people have gone and talked to Patrick Preddy or maybe Ponzi Tracker, Jordan over there, or Oz over at Behind MLM. People that understand the difference between Ponzi's, pyramids, and legitimate network marketing companies. Because they don't. Really what it was, it looks like these last two articles are really smear campaigns against Governor Romney, who's trying to run for president, because they try to make it look like network marketing companies are all attached to Romney, especially Nu Skin. And they bring up some disappointing stuff about one of the Nu Skin founders. And doggone it, we all have baggage in our life. And does that affect a company sometimes? Absolutely it does. I don't want to discredit that. But it can also affect family members. And there's some things that just don't need to be printed. It doesn't really affect what a distributor on the streets are doing. And I find it disheartening, but there's some stuff that we'd like for you to do, and I'm going to put it right across the video here. I'd like for you to go over to the directselling411.com. We're going to put it up here. It's the direct selling blog, and what we'd like for you guys to do is to really share your stories. Your success stories, good or bad. One of the things that this article keeps saying is that 90% of distributors never make any money. It's kind of interesting, especially the Fortune article. Here's why I say that. Do you realize that 90% of all companies fail in the first 3 years? That comes from the Small Business Administration. Let me throw some stats out to you. There's 27.7 million regular registered businesses in America today. Network marketing, all kinds. They're all registered to do business in the United States. Only 1,000 make the Fortune top 1,000 companies. That's less than, 0.004% of all companies ever make the Fortune 1,000. And to be able to do that, you've got to do $1.5 billion in revenue per year. Let me share a stat with you about the direct selling network marketing MLM industry. We have 6 companies that rank in the Fortune 1000. Avon at 11.3 million, Amway at 10.9 billion, Herbalife at 3.5 billion, Mary Kay at 2.9 billion, Tupperware at 2.6 billion, Nu Skin at 1.7 billion, a couple of companies that are just out of it, Primerica at 1.1 billion and Melaleuca at 1 billion. Those companies make the Fortune 1000, and yet these articles want to slander us. Why? Think about that. We have 49 companies in the top 100 in all the world in network marketing that do hundreds of millions of dollars a year, and 90% of all businesses fail. If 90% of all businesses fail, and they're trying to report that 90% of all distributors fail, do you realize that that's unemployment for employees? See, distributors in network marketing, some of them, the majority of them, are part-time. Out of the part-timers, a lot of those just buy product for themselves. Network marketing is one of the hardest businesses to do. But I tell you what, when you start with your why and you understand your why, then a lot of times you won't ever even go full time in the business. That's not what it's about. They say, well, distributors go into debt. I don't know, but most companies actually start in debt of some kind or another. And those that don't start in debt have taken investors in, so really they're still using other people's money. It's tough. What I want you to do is I want you to go over to the directselling411.com, and I want you to go to Facebook /directselling411. We're going to put these up right here because I want you guys to share your full-time stories, your part-time stories. I understand there's good and bad and ugly in the direct selling industry. I'm not denying that. But doggone it, it's the good that outweighs everything else. It's those people that for year after year after year keep digging. I've never been at the top as a gigantic income earner. I've been at the top 10% a few times in companies, and I've been bankrupt. You know what? That's happened in normal everyday business too, but I love what we do, and I've been at it my whole adult life. Go over here and share so that we can get a balanced report out here. I'm going to put up the actual articles too. You can read them over here in the blog post if you want to, because I believe we need to do some positive comments. Do not comment negatively on these reports. Share your success stories. That's what we need to hear. Live life like it's an epic adventure. Stay dangerous, stay strong. And if you're in network marketing, act like it. And BK Braco, thank you for sending this over to me so I could be part of the solution, not part of the problem.